Hello, hello. Theodore, hello. All right, guys. Let me know if sound and picture are good while I tag everyone in the break. Let's bring up my sheet here. One second here, guys. Just gonna hopefully you guys will get the notifications on this. I know notifications have not been working all day. Thanks, Theodore. Has not been working all day today. Some people have been complaining that they haven't been seeing anything. So, and of course, we had a bit of a change in this break. I will run through that again right after I do all the tags. But I appreciate everyone for helping me fill this break. I know it took a couple of weeks, but we got it done with a bit of a change. But hopefully the stuff I added in will help make that sting a little bit better. Oops. All right, almost done tagging here, guys. So, I think I tagged Ryan, I guess. Yeah, I did. Okay. Richard. All right. I think I got everyone in here. Let me know if you are seeing this now. I'll also put a yeah, it's just Facebook is just being weird right now. I'm also going to get the YouTube link and I'll post that up as well for anyone that wants to watch on YouTube. Copy that link as well if you wanted to, just in case we get booted out from here. There it is. There is the YouTube link. So feel free to join that as well. All right. Give a couple more minutes. I know it's late in the East. So not sure if you guys for those of you that are in the break, I know some of you saw it and said that it was okay. For those who did not see the notification, unfortunately, I had to change this break from a 4-box PYT with a ×2 option to just a 4-box because I unfortunately didn't have the access to a case. I only had access to 4 boxes. Break out the Filipino accent. So I only had access to the 4 boxes. These are 4 boxes that I got. They are all from one case. Someone else ended up buying the other 4 boxes in the case that I had set for myself. So to try to fix that, I added some boxes to the break to help make up for not being able to do the full case. So we've also added a tin of Series 2 from 2425. So a chance at Celebrini and Michkov on that one. I added a blaster of 24-25 Series 1. So a chance at Lane Hudson. We've opened a few of these and we haven't hit any Hudson yet from the case. And I added a box of 24-25 SP Game Used. So unfortunately, we can't do a full case, but hopefully adding these boxes will add some value to what you guys paid. And of course, I'm not going to ask for any increase on the payment, just no ×2. It's going to eat on my cost, but it's all good because then we get this all filled up. Because Filipinos cannot pronounce F and P's properly. So when you hear a Filipino talk, it's not properly done. That's what happens. Or that's what happens. I can't do a Filipino accent. I'm not that great. So there you go. All right. So let's just continue on. There's a you never saw this break posted? Yeah. Well, that too. This break was posted actually 2 weeks ago, and then I changed it just today. So just because we couldn't get the other 4 boxes, so but it's all good. Corey, you have to comment now. I tried my Filipino accent. You gotta tell me whether it actually came through or not. Let me know. All right. So we're gonna go through our team list right now. So I know a bunch of people didn't haven't paid yet, but everyone that hasn't paid have all paid before. Are all good guys, so I vouch for every one of them. Totally did not. See, there you go. I told you I don't have a good Filipino accent, so so there you go. So, like I said before, I was interrupted. Everyone is vouchable, so we'll continue on. I'll trust that everyone will see this later tonight or tomorrow morning, and then they'll send payment for their teams. In the meantime, here we go. We got Anaheim Ducks going to Paul Rempel. We got the Bruins going to Maureen. Dylan with the Buffalo Sabres. Jason with the Calgary Flames. Jason Barbosa. Jason Heflin's got the Hurricanes and the Blackhawks. Got that in the mini. Ryland's got the Colorado Avalanche. I don't know why it didn't print up, but here you go. Jason Chassis, you got the Columbus Blue Jackets. I made sure I wrote that down. Dylan with the Dallas Stars. Ron with the Detroit Red Wings. Anthony with the Edmonton Oilers. James with the Florida Panthers. Samuel Bond with the LA Kings. Ron with the Minnesota Wild. James, you got the Montreal Canadiens. Ron with the Nashville Predators. Jason Barbosa, New Jersey Devils. Jason Heflin with the New York Islanders. Ryland's got the New York Rangers. James has got the Ottawa Senators. Paul's got the Philadelphia Flyers. Human with his Penguins. Jason Heflin with the Sharks. Ryan McDonald with the Kraken got that in the final mini. James Paul, that should not be ×2 anymore. Forgot to erase that one. But James Paul, you got the St. Louis Blues. Samuel Bond, you got the Tampa Bay Lightning. Jason Heflin with the Toronto Maple Leafs, got that in the first mini. Richard with the Utah Hockey Club. Vancouver Canucks go to Jason Heflin. Ryland with the Vegas Golden Knights. Richard with the Washington Capitals. And Nick Smith with his Winnipeg Jets. All right, there we go. There is the team list. There's the team list right there. So as promised, here are our 4 boxes of OPC Platinum. The new 24-25 OPC Platinum. We got 4 boxes of those. We'll probably leave that to the end. Actually, we'll do this one. We'll do this one last probably, or probably second last. That is our 24-25 SP Game Used. We got a 24-25 Series 2 tin. In your Filipino accent, say the following phrase. I finally built this fantastic 4-box OPC break. 24-25 Series 1. There you go. God, I feel dirty now saying my wife's gonna my wife's gonna kill me if she watches this video. She'd be like, "That's not how you do it." All right, here we go. Let's start with our 24-25 Series 1 blaster. All right, guys, good luck. that was that was fantastic. Yes. Oh god, I gotta stop. Okay, here we go. 24-25 Series 1. Good luck. Good luck. Now you gotta buy into next break just because I did that. All right, we got a Green Dazzlers of Jesper Brott for the New Jersey Devils, Clayton Keller for the Arizona Coyotes / Utah Hockey Club, Sidney Crosby, Pittsburgh Penguins. And Taxi Cat? Oh, wow. Okay. So I would transition from Filipino to something totally different. All right. All right. Canvas, David Pasternak, Boston Bruins. We got renewed Young Guns of Brett Burns going to Minnesota Wild, and a glossy of Matthew Tkachuk. Panthers. All right, next up, we have a Young Gun coming up. Marc-Andre Fleury, breaking news for the Minnesota Wild. I'm just going to take the base out here. Oh, here we go. We got a aimbots for the Leafs, Austin Matthews. Andrei Svechnikov for the Canes, and our Young Gun. Come on, Lane Hudson. No, going to the Vegas Golden Knights, Brendan Brisson. Going to Vegas. Ryland with the Vegas Golden Knights. As I see, I forgot to put out my holders, but we'll just add them in as we go. I'm sure Ryland doesn't want Asians driving him around. Oh, we got a second Young Gun, and unfortunately it is not Lane Hudson. It is Matt Velada for the Utah Hockey Club, Utah Mammoth. Austin Matthews for the Leafs, and Alex DeBrincat for the Detroit Red Wings. All right, that was our extra 24-25 Series 1 blaster, which we got 2 Young Guns out of that one. Oh, they do around there? I'm not surprised. Filipinos are hard workers. All right, next up, our second extra box is our 24-25 Series 2 tin. Is he? What's his name? What's the guy's name now? Isn't he the agent for Pedersen and some other guys? Pat Brisson. Or Pat Brisson. Well, now I know how to pronounce his name if that's the case. I think it's pronounced Brisson. So that's Brendan Brisson. All right, here we go with our extra Series 2 tin. First, yeah, I think you're right, Dylan. I think it's Pat Brisson. Here we go with our Dazzlers, Orange Dazzlers. We got Miro Heiskanen for the Dallas Stars. Shakir Mukhamadullin for the San Jose Sharks. That is a rookie. And we got a Matt Boldy red. Is that red? Or pink or whatever. Matt Boldy for the Minnesota Wild. We'll put this up, see how many people will ask, is that Celebrini? When it really isn't. All right. Yeah, right? I know he has Pedersen. I know that. All right, here we go. We got a young gun in this one. Ooh, nice. Renewed young gun of Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Josh Morrissey for the Winnipeg Jets. And a young gun of Connor Geekie for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Connor Geekie. All right, next pack. We got a Young Gun Canvas checklist. This is going to be a random between the San Jose Sharks and the Tampa Bay Lightning. San Jose with Will Smith. We got Jason Heflin. Tampa Bay with Connor Geekie. Samuel Bond. We'll run that at the end of the break. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. And a Cole Caulfield for the Montreal Canadiens. So we'll do a coin flip for this one. Between the Sharks and the Lightning. He certainly did. All right, next one up. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. Dylan Larkin for Detroit. Frederick Anderson for Carolina. Come on, Celebrini. Where are you? On tour for the San Jose Sharks. We got Young Gun teammates going to the Philadelphia Flyers. Matvei Michkov and Ivan Fedotov. And we got Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. All right, there we go. Philadelphia is Paul Rempel. Nico Hischier, renewed Young Gun for the New Jersey Devils. Also for the Devils, Seamus Casey. And Young Guns for the Chicago Blackhawks of Drew Commesso. There you go, Chicago. Jason Heflin. There's another Geeky. Was it Morgan Geeky for Boston? I want to say Morgan. I'm not quite sure. We'll change goalies here. Yeah, there's two Geekies in the league. I think it's Morgan Geeky and Connor Geeky. I could be wrong, though. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. Robert Thomas for the St. Louis Blues. And Alexander Grigoriev for Colorado. I think Connor Geeky is still a good hit. I was going to say Connor Bedard second year, but nope. Travis Konechny for the Philadelphia Flyers. Moritz Seider for the Detroit Red Wings. And a welcome aboard of Maverick Bork, Dallas Stars. Last pack. Igor Shesterkin for the New York Rangers. Frank Nazar, glossy for the Chicago Blackhawks, rookie. Nikita Kucherov for the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, and that is it with our tin. Okay, next up, I think we will pass the SV game use for now. And we'll move on to our OPC Platinum. Now, what happened to my... One second here, guys. Forgot to turn on the extra camera here. There's the extra camera, just so you can see where all the boxes are. All right, there we go. 2425 OPC Platinum. This is box number 1. Weird serial number there, but there you go. All right, good luck. Now, the boxes I've seen, I believe the auto is on the bottom pack of the right, or sorry, of the left stack. If there's an auto in the middle, then that means that we have an extra hit, an extra auto. So, all right, here we go. Good luck. 2425 OPC Platinum. All inserts will ship, including the base marquee rookies. Looks like we got a pink magma coming up. There we go. Pink magma of Mikko Rantanen for the Colorado Avalanche. Quinn Hughes retro for the Vancouver Canucks. And power playmakers, Matt Boldy for Minnesota. And then we got marquee rookie of Lahore, Nadeau, and Klapka. We got a rainbow coming up. Wyatt Johnson rainbow for the Dallas Stars. Chandler Stevenson retro rainbow for the Seattle Kraken. Sweet selections of Logan Stankoven for the Dallas Stars. Oh, wow. There we go. Wrong shark, but we do have an auto for the San Jose Sharks of Colin Graff. So I could be wrong about where the autos are. Maybe these boxes are different, but there you go. Colin Graff for the San Jose Sharks. Kuznetsov for the Minnesota Wild. Othman for the Rangers. And Morrison for the Kraken. All right, here's our first auto of the break. Wrong shark, unfortunately. Okay, next pack. Looks like red prism. We got retro of Graham Clark for the New Jersey Devils. That is a rookie. We got showmanship, Troy Terry for the Anaheim Ducks. Going to the Buffalo Sabres, going to Dylan, JJ Peterka. Red prism 29 out of 199. That is going to Dylan. And we got Poulter, Dobes, and Nazar. All right, our first numbered card of the box. All right, next pack. Oh, again, wrong shark. We got a marquee rookie rainbow of Shakir Mukhamadullin going to the San Jose Sharks. Rainbow. We got Zach Hyman for the Edmonton Oilers playmakers. And again, the wrong shark. Marquee rookie Ethan Cardwell going to the San Jose Sharks. Violet Pixels 156 out of 299. Going to Jason Heflin, Jamie Ben Thomas, Richie, Dean, and Colangelo. Oh God, I hope it's not one of those ones where it's just we just keep getting the wrong shark over and over again. It's the last thing we want. Move that over. We're going to run that random at the end. Nothing yet so far, Sammy. You did get Connor Geeky And you're also in the random as well. And as Dylan makes me look to make sure I got violet pixels right. All right, we got a rainbow coming up. Marquee rookie. No, it's not a rainbow, is it? Is this sunset? Yeah, sunset. We got a sunset of Maverick Bork for the Dallas Stars. Alex DeBrincat for the Detroit Red Wings. Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. Oh, never mind. Yeah, there we go. Bell Blues, Scallon, Thompson. All right, next pack. Rainbow for the Vegas Golden Knights, Brendan Brisson. Going to Vegas. We've got a sunset of Matty Beniers for the Seattle Kraken and Mason McTavish for the Ducks. We got Butler, Brazeau, and Cooley. This Devin Cooley is going to the Sharks. Wish they can make up their mind on where he goes. San Jose or Calgary. Can't figure it out. All right, next pack. Looks like another rainbow coming up. Nope, sunset. Sunset, William Eklund for the San Jose Sharks. Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils, retro. Liam Ongren for the Minnesota Wild. We got Stan Koven, Ratu, and Stetska for the Seattle Kraken. Pick Magma. First, we got a rainbow of William Nylander for the Leafs. Pink Magma going to the Utah Hockey Club. Aku Ratu. That is going to Utah. Richard with the Utah Mammoth. David Pasternak for the Boston Bruins. Goncalves, Ivan, and Akil Thomas. You don't think Anaheim has enough? Well, I mean, maybe they just don't want to pay him. It'd be awesome if the Canucks got him, but that one. Rossi for 2 RFAs. Yeah, I can see that. 2 guys that they don't want to sign. Let's go Kings. A nice Akil Thomas, low-numbered marquee rookie would be nice. We got Violet Pixels coming up. Sorokin for the New York Islanders. Lane Hudson, showmanship for the Montreal Canadiens. And we got a Violet Pixels of Linus Allmark for the Ottawa Senators, number 132 out of 299. Ishikov, Villata, and Dubé. All right. First hit for Lane Hudson. Showmanship. I knew you'd say that. Another Violet Pixels. Full of Violet Pixels in this box. Nick Suzuki for the Montreal Canadiens. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nice hit for the Philadelphia Flyers. Marquee rookie of Ivan Vidota. Violet Pixels, number 179 out of 299. Going to Paul Rempel. Lachenko, Slaggert, and Isaiah George for the Islanders. All right, 2 more packs in this box. All right, what we got here? Another Violet Pixels coming up. We got a rainbow of Victor Mancini going to the New York Rangers. Owen Zellweger for the Anaheim Ducks. And a Violet Pixels of Brent Clark going to the LA Kings. Number 70 out of 299. 70 out of 299 going to Samuel Bond. Michkov, Kapanen, and Bichelle going to the Stars. There we go. We got our first Matvei Michkov. I will actually sleeve that one too. MVP is coming out, I believe. Woohoo! 3 cheers for MVP. SBA, is it? I'm not sure if it's this week or next week. This week was supposed to be SPA, I believe, but it got delayed until mid-August. So we're doing change that up. So it's not going to be SPA this week. That'll be in a couple weeks. So I believe MVP is next. I'm not sure if it's this week or next week. I'm guessing it's next week. At least that's what I've been told. I haven't actually looked to see, but I've been told that it's MVP. So, nope, it is not SB game used. 24-25 SB game used already came out. We actually have a box in there. Okay, let's see. We got Rainbow of Fabian Zetterlund for the San Jose Sharks. Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Yeah, we do have an auto. There we go. We have a Sunset auto going to the Minnesota Wild. Liam Ogren. So we got 2 autos in this box. Sunset going to Minnesota. Ron with the Minnesota Wild. Lamoureux, Bork, and Liam Ogren. All right, that was box number 1. MVP is, yeah. MVP is a nice cheap break, but yeah, no. Although I'm curious to see what Demidov would go for in those breaks. Curious to see how that would work. All right, that was box number 1. It's actually not a bad box. You got 2 autos in that box, so can't complain about that. All right, let's move on to box number 2. See, there's our 24-25 SB game use. We'll open that at the end. Oh, look at that. There's a pack sticking out. The pack is sticking out of the box. Yikes. We'll open it from here. Nothing beats credentials from year number 1. After that, it's gone downhill. This year was not bad. I opened the box myself. Can't complain. Could have been definitely was a lot better than what was the worst one? 21-22. 21-22 was awful. 22-23 was not much better. 23-24 was okay, but yeah. There we go. Here, at least they are on card, and at least this year with 24-25, it is a guaranteed auto. Although announcers are now in it, so unless you're into announcers, that's those are your autos too. We got a Sunset of Liam Ogren, marquee rookie for Minnesota. Also going to Minnesota, Jesper Wallstedt, and Matvei Michkov for the Philadelphia Flyers. Kuznetsov, Doan, and Johansson. Jackie Redmond, yeah. That's what all us wrestling fans are going for. All right. We got marquee rookie of Patrick Gillis. I'm going to talk about this in a sec. This is I wonder if it's in the back here. That is a hit for the Florida Panthers. We got a sunset of Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Alexander Barkov for the Florida Panthers. And we got Gauthier, Will Smith, and Helenas for the LA Kings. Now, is it here? Oh, yeah. All right. For those of you that are... That's true. Most announcers, I know, especially Jackie Redmond. So I don't know if anyone is like PCing this guy or checking this, or I've seen the stats on this guy, but take a look. I gotta make sure I gotta change that. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna fix my camera a bit. Take a look at where he was born. I'll wait for you guys to respond. Born January 3rd, 2000, Chevy Chase, Maryland. Chevy Chase, Maryland. What the heck? He was born on Chevy Chase, Maryland. For those of you who are not old, Chevy Chase is an actor, a comedian actor. Just have to make that clear. There you go. Chevy Chase, Maryland. That's where he was born. Someone pointed that out to me at the North Delta Card Show yesterday, and I was just like, what? And there you go. I was just blown away. It makes me actually want to PC this guy. Just for that fact alone, that he was born in Chevy Chase, Maryland. I didn't know Chevy Chase even had his own city. That's crazy. That is wild. All right, we got Sunset, Trevor Zegras as we get back to the break. Anze Kopitar for the LA Kings. Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. Bedard second year. We got Mancini, Brisson, and Mukam Madulin. Damn right, Chevy Chase is a gem. Pink Magma coming up. We got JT Comper for the Detroit Red Wings. Jason Robertson, Pink Magma for the Dallas Stars. Mikko Rantanen for the Colorado Avalanche. Chevy Chase's own Patrick Gillis. Kolosov and Lekkerimäki. Sweetest, not the cutest. Sweetest smile. My little buttercup has the sweetest smile. Pig Magma. Oh, and it is Alice Stetska, marquee rookie Pink Magma, going to Seattle. Ryan McDonald with the Seattle Kraken. Luke Hughes for the New Jersey Devils, and Cutter Gauthier for the Anaheim Ducks. Cormier, Poland, McGrody. All the vacation movies that Chevy Chase was in was really good. But yeah, Christmas Vacation was pretty good too. All right. Next one up looks like another rainbow or sunset. John Tavares. Got base and then regular. John Tavares rainbow for the Leafs. Kevin Fiala for the LA Kings. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Zellweger, Kosa, and Miss Yule. Violet Pixels again. Frank Nazar. Wait, make sure I didn't miss anything there. Yep. Frank Nazar for the Chicago Blackhawks. Retro. Artemi Panarin for the New York Rangers. And a marquee rookie Violet Pixels of Isaac Poulter for the New Jersey Devils, going to Jason Barbosa. 27 out of 299. Going to Jason. Ostapchuk, Allen, Kovalenko. All right, let's change up these violet pixels. Shitter's full. Yes, Chrissy Brinkley. Yes, the original one. Not well. Even she looked good when she came back. Ooh, here we go. We got cracked ice. Looks like cracked ice coming up. We got marquee rookie rainbow of Alexei Kolosov. There's a bit of a print line or a bit of a scratch right on the top, right there. Just to point that one out. That is a rainbow. Josh Doan for the Utah Hockey Club. Oh, it is a shark, but not a rookie. Jake Wallman for the San Jose Sharks. Blue fragments. 23 out of 125. 23 out of 125 going to the San Jose Sharks. Lysell, Ivany, and Wah. Oh yeah, she was. she definitely was. All right, next pack. Another Violet Pixels coming up. Othman for the New York Rangers, retro rookie. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and not a marquee rookie, sorry. It is a Violet Pixels of Braden Point going to Samuel Bond and the Tampa Bay Lightning. 252 out of 299. Blake, Romanov, and Chibrikov. Ooh, gold. No kidding. It has been every Sharks except for Macklin. All right, we got a rainbow of Jonathan Marchessault for the Nashville Predators. Cale Makar for the Avalanche. Oh, we got Arctic Freeze of Nick Suzuki. I believe it's Arctic Freeze. Oh, no, sorry, Cosmic, not Arctic Freeze. 54 out of 65. Nice low number hit for James Paul and the Montreal Canadiens. Nick Suzuki. Matvichuk, Clark, Lambert. All right, two more packs. Yeah, let's see some gold or something. Or looks like something blue. We got Roman Josi for the Nashville Predators. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. Nice color match. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Blue luster, 98 out of 100. 98 out of 100. Jason Heflin and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Malou, Graf, and Rafi. Change up those Violet Pixels. All right, here we go. This should be our auto of the break. We got OPC Premier of Leon Draisaitl going to the Edmonton Oilers. That is a rainbow as well. Or is it just colored that way? Not sure. Lucas Dostal. Rainbow for the Anaheim Ducks. Will Smith. Not bad. We'll take that for the San Jose Sharks. And this should be our auto. And it's going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Cosmic auto out of 50. 21 out of 50 of Marshall Raffi. Going to Jason Heflin and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Balduke, Brindley, and Pickering. Oh, we got a nice low numbered auto. It is a Leaf, so there should be some value in that as well. Out of 65, we will definitely take that. All right, that was box number 2 of 4. We'll move on to box number 3. Let's move this base. All right, box number 3. Here we go. A second here, guys. Let's get that out. There we go. All right, here we go. Box number 3. All right, let's see some orange checkers or some seismic golds or even golden treasures. No gold in this one. We got a sunset of Kyle McLean, marquee rookie for the New York Islanders. Murat Kuznetsov for the Minnesota Wild, and Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Crozer, Morelli, and Ethan Cardwell. Oh, nice hit for the Anaheim Ducks. We got a rainbow of Cutter Gauthier going to Anaheim. We have a sunset of Chris Letang for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and a showmanship of Cole Sillinger for the Jackets. Geeky, McLean, and Lamoureux. All right, next pack. Sunset Patrick Kane for the Detroit Red Wings. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Brendan Othman for the Rangers. Bork, Ogren, and Kuznetsov. Pink Magma coming up. We got a rainbow of Cole Sillinger for the Jackets. Mitch Marner, Pink Magma for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Alexander Barkov for the Florida Panthers. Doan, Johansson, Cutter Gauthier. Another Pink Magma, but this looks like it's a marquee rookie. Nice hits for the Dallas Stars. We got Pink Magma of Logan Stankoven going to Dylan in the Dallas Stars. Non-numbered, but still a nice hit. Will Smith for the San Jose Sharks. Mikko Rantanen for the Avalanche. And Smith, Helenis, and Mancini. There we go. Logan Stankoven. We'll take out the blue luster. Rainbow of Nazem Kadri for the Flames. Simon Edvidson, retro rainbow for the Red Wings. Connor Geeky for the Lightning. Brisson, Muhammad Doolin, and Chevy Chase's own Patrick Gillis. Or Patrick Gills. Yeah, there you go. Violet Pixels. The Violet Pixel break. Matthias Maccelli for the Utah Hockey Club. Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals, and Violet Pixels of Matt Boldy going to the Minnesota Wild, 281 out of 299. And Kolosov, Lekermaki, and Cormier. All right, so we got red pixels coming up. We got a marquee rookie rainbow of Will Smith going to San Jose Sharks. Artemi Panarin for the New York Rangers. And Mikko Rantanen for the Colorado Avalanche. Red Prism 123 out of 199. That is going to the Colorado Avalanche. Poland, McGrody, and Zellweger. Whoop. As I smash my camera. All right, we're getting there with the Sharks. We've got Will Smith. Moving on up. That leaves one Shark remaining. Looks like another blue luster or fragments. Liam Ogren for the Minnesota Wild. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of John Tavares. And Yuri Slavkovsky going to the Montreal Canadiens. 28 out of 125 going to James Paul and the Montreal Canadiens. Kosa, Musiul, and Ostachuk. Nice looking card. Nice looking card on the fragments. Sean Couturier for the Philadelphia Flyers. Owen Zellweger for the Anaheim Ducks. And Cosmic of Logan Thompson for the Washington Capitals. 16 out of 65. 16 out of 65 going to Washington. Richard with the Washington Capitals. Allen, Lassell, and Kovalenko. All right, two more packs. Box number 3. Ooh, we got green. Oh boy, come on. Not sure. Not sure if that's a marquee rookie. It doesn't look like it's marquee rookie. So hopefully it's a big name. I'm gonna go to the back here. Kyle Connor is the base. Ivany, Waugh, and Blake. Tim Stützle for the Ottawa Senators. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. And our green emerald is going to the Carolina Hurricane. Andrei Svechnikov. Emerald Surge, 7 out of 10. Well, we hit an Emerald Surge. Unfortunately, it's not quite a huge player, but Svechnikov is good. Going to Mr. Heflin and the Carolina Hurricanes, winning them in a mini. Nice low number. Actually, no, I'm not taking Stankoven off. We'll take Logan Thompson off. Move these guys down. All right. Here we go, auto. Good luck. Hopefully you can see another green or gold or orange checkers or something. All right, here we go. Adam Fantilli rainbow for the for the Jackets. Jack Eichel, Vegas Golden Knights. And we got an update for the LA Kings. Alex Laferriere, rookie autograph. This is from 23-24, OPC Platinum. Samuel Bond getting his auto. Romanov, Chibrikov, Matvichuk. We don't need multiple hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, I guess we've been saying it all this time. It just sounds right. But yeah, I hear what you're saying too. All right, there we go. That was box number 3. We got one more box of OPC Platinum. Plus, we have an extra box of 24-25 SB Game Use, which we will open last. But here we go, 24-25 OPC Platinum. 4th box. All right, we need something big. Come on. Empty box. All right, here we go. We have Sunset for the Utah Hockey Club, Maverick Lamoureux. That's going to Richard. Pavel Zacha for the Boston Bruins. Seamus Casey for the New Jersey Devils. Clark, Lambert, and Malou. All right, next pack. Rainbow of Samuel Helenas for the LA Kings. Sunset Dylan Larkin for Detroit Red Wings. Cole Perfetti for the Jets. Graf Rafi Balduke. We have Sunset of Elias Pettersson for the Vancouver Canucks. Akil Thomas for the LA Kings. Nikita Kucherov for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Brinley, Pickering, and Lilleberg. Pink Magma. Evan Bouchard, Rainbow for the Edmonton Oilers. Philip Hronek, Pig Magma for the Vancouver Canucks. Jesper Wallstad for the Minnesota Wild. Lane Hudson. Del Mastro and Bach. Or back. There we go. We got Lane Hudson. Another Pink Magma. Ryan Nugent Hopkins for the Edmonton Oilers. Pink Magma. Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton Oilers. Malatesta. Philip Lee. Alexander Grigoriev, Rainbow for the Colorado Avalanche. We got a Rainbow of Logan Stankoven for the Dallas Stars. Trevor Moore for the LA Kings. Sitplikov, Rempe, Honzek. Violet Pixels. Marc-Andre Fleury for the Minnesota Wild. Elias Pettersson for the Vancouver Canucks. Lucas Dostal for the Anaheim Ducks. Violet Pixels, 38 out of 299. Going to Paul Rempel. Komesso, Fedotov, Svechkov. All right. Getting down to the last few packs. Red Prism looks like. We got a rainbow of Victor Mancini for the New York Rangers. Hey, Macklin Celebrini makes an appearance. Maybe it's back here too. It is a marquee rookie. That is going to the San Jose Sharks. We'll slow play that one. George, Slaggert, Lachenko, JT Miller on the base. And we got a marquee rookie coming up. Good luck. Going to the Edmonton Oilers. We have a Red Prism marquee rookie of Noah Phillip. 56 out of 199. Anthony Jason Barber with the Edmonton Oilers. Our first Celebrini. Still got a few more packs. Still have an auto coming up. All right, 4 more packs. Last stack of box number 4. Violet Pixels. Pierrick Dubé, Washington Capitals. Tage Thompson, Buffalo Sabres. Also for the Sabres, Owen Power, Violet Pixels. 210 out of 299. Michkov, Kapanen, and Bichelle. All right, here we go. Next pack coming up. Leo Carlson for the Anaheim Ducks. Rainbow. Kirill Kaprizov for the Minnesota Wild. This one is Arctic Freeze. There we go. 74 out of 99. Artemi Panarin going to the New York Rangers. There you go, Rangers. Going to Ryland. Morrow, Kemp, and Baines for the Canucks. All right, second last pack. Blue Fragments or Luster. Nick Suzuki for the Montreal Canadiens. Lane Hudson, Sweet Selections for the Montreal Canadiens. And we've got, nice hit for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid, come on, 97. 68 out of 125. Blue Fragments. Connor McDavid, nice hit for Edmonton. Very nice hit. Blomqvist, Casey, Carlilli. There you go, Oilers. We'll take that. That would have been sick if it was out of 99. Or sorry, it's 97 out of 125 or whatever it was. Got Lane Hudson. Sweet Selections. All right, here we go. Here we go. Good luck. Last pack of our OPC Platinum 4-box. This will, I shouldn't say will. This should be an auto. It is an auto for sure. Just don't know what it is. Let's take off the back cards first. Chepov. Hopefully I said that right for the Avalanche. Steinberg for the Avalanche. Hey, Celebrini. All right. Celebrini. I think that auto could be an update, but I could be wrong. Celebrini for the San Jose Sharks. Yeah, Pedersen on the back. All right, last card in the behind this, it should be the auto. Dylan Strome with a nice line coming down from his glove. Going to the Washington Capitals. Rainbow. Jonathan Marchessault for the Nashville Predators. And our auto, it is an update from last year. And it's going to the for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Stanislav Savsil. Wah wah. 23-24. That is a sunset auto. That is going to Jason Chassis in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Jason Chassis. All right, here we go. That was it for OPC Platinum. Once again, I wish I was able to get the other. I'm curious what would be in the other 8 boxes. So we did get the Emerald in there, so I don't know if that would be considered the case hit out of that case. Oh, but curious to see what would have been in those other 8. But here we go. Last box of the break. Hopefully we can hit something very nice in here. 24-25 SP game used. Let me get rid of the space first. We also have a random to do at the end of this, so stay tuned for that. All right, here we go. Let me grab my... Should update it with the Impact logo, but there we go. All right, good luck. Empty box. All right, we got base. Hey, there we go. We got our first card, and it's going to the San Jose Sharks. We got a base rookie of Macklin Celebrini going to the San Jose Sharks. Jason Heflin coming away with some Celebrini hits at least. He didn't last long. There we go. We'll go to the... No, it's a net cord on the bottom. Looks like we had a net cord. We'll go top to bottom then. We got a red of Quinton Byfield for the LA Kings. And we got a Authentic Rookies red of Aku Ratu for the Utah Hockey Club. We got Moritz Seider jersey card Global Series for the Detroit Red Wings. Moritz Seider. That is going to Detroit. Let's got Detroit again. Ron with the Detroit Red Wings. Going to the Buffalo Sabres. Tage Thompson. Jersey card. Going to Dylan. All right. And we've got Jake Ottinger. Jersey card for the Dallas Stars. Also going to Dylan. And last card is a net cord card. So here we go. Net cord. And that's going to the New York Islanders. 18 out of 35. Net cord of Matthew Barzal from the 24 NHL Stadium Series. There you go, Islanders. Do I have a... Oh, I might. New York Islanders, Jason Heflin. Sorry I couldn't get you a Celebrini, but we got you some cards, so that's good. Oh, yeah, I do have it. Nice. There we go. All right, that is the break. All right, I'll quickly go over the hits. Thanks again, guys, for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, I apologize for not being able to fulfill the full case. I appreciate you guys for still wanting to tag along and finish off this break. I really appreciate it. I hope adding those extra boxes helped. If not a little bit, just a little bit more. But yeah, we'll move on from there. You're welcome, Dylan. We will move on from there, and yeah, we'll see how we'll see what next week brings. I got a few things coming up. I got some Pokemon coming up. I got some Marvel coming up that will be posted this week. I also have a different mixer that we're gonna post for hockey, so stay tuned for that. There is a 9-box mixer that is up, but I'll probably cancel that because there really was no movement in those ones. So we'll just cancel that and then move on from there. All right, here we go. Quick recap of what we've hit. In no particular order, we've got a Stanislav Sobsil, Sunset Auto for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Sunset of Liam Ogren for the Minnesota Wild. We got a Celebrity Marquee Rookie, Lane Hudson Sweet Selections, Pink Magma of Logan Stankoven. We got an Arctic Freeze of Artemi Panarin, 74 out of 99. Violet Pixels of Owen Power out of 299. Michkov, Rainbow of Mancini, Sweet Selections of Celebrini. We got a Red Prism of Noah Phillip. This one is out of 199. Lucas Dostal, Violet Pixels for the Anaheim Ducks out of 299. We got a Rainbow of Logan Stankoven. Lane Hudson, Marquee Rookie. Rainbow of Hellenis. Sunset of Lamoureux. Regular auto, Colin Graff for the San Jose Sharks. Cosmic of Logan Stankoven, 16 out of 65. Cosmic of Nick Suzuki, 54 out of 65. Blue Fragments of Slavkovsky, 28 out of 125. Rainbow of Will Smith. Red Prism of Mikko Rantanen out of 199. Blue Luster of John Tavares out of 100. Sunset of Kyle McLean. Rainbow of Cutter Gauthier. Matvei Michkov for the Philadelphia Flyers. We got Violet Pixels of Isaac Poulter out of 299. Ethan Codwell for the San Jose Sharks out of 299. Another Violet Pixels of Ivan Fedotov for the Philadelphia Flyers out of 299. Braden Point Violet Pixels, 299. Rainbow of Kolosov for the Philadelphia Flyers. We got Blue Fragments of Jake Wallman for the San Jose Sharks out of 125. Out of 299, Brent Clark for the LA Kings. Pink Magma of Alice Stedska for the Kraken. Rainbow of Patrick Gills for the Florida Panthers. Liam Ogren Sunset. Akuratu for Pink Magma for the Utah Hockey Club. Red Prism of JJ Peterka out of 199 for the Buffalo Sabres. Rainbow of Mancini. Michkov, regular Marquee Rookie. We got Sunset of Maverick Bork. Showmanship Lane Hudson. Out of 299, Linus Allmark, Ottawa Senators. Brendan Brisson for the Rainbow for the Vegas Golden Knights. We got a Young Gun Teammates of Michkov and Fedotov for the Philadelphia Flyers. Connor Geeky Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning. This one here, Shakir Makamadulan, Rainbow for the San Jose Sharks. We got Young Guns of Drew Comesso for the Chicago Blackhawks. Brendan Brisson, Vegas Golden Knights. Matt Villada for the Utah Hockey Club. We got an orange of Shakir Mokamadoulan, San Jose Sharks. From our SP Game Use, we got a red of Quinton Byfield, red Akuratu. We got a jersey card of Jake Ottinger, jersey of Tage Thompson, jersey of Moritz Seider, and a net cord out of 35, Matthew Barzal for the New York Islanders. We got a Macklin Celebrini, regular authentic rookie for the San Jose Sharks. Our other autos is a Marshall Rafai for the Toronto Maple Leafs, 21 out of 50, Cosmic. We got an update of Alex Laferriere for the LA Kings. We got a blue fragments for the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid. Nice jersey match on that one too. 68 out of 125. And our last hit of the break, it is a Emerald Surge 7 out of 10, Andrei Svechnikov. Nice hit for the Carolina Hurricanes. All right. We also have this random to do, so I'm just going to grab a coin and we're going to flip for this. If we get heads, it will go to the San Jose Sharks. If it goes tails, it will go to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So let me just grab a coin here. All right, here we go. So heads again, that is going to the San Jose Sharks. Tails is going to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're going to use a quarter. All right, heads, San Jose. Tails, Lightning. That is going to tails. So that is going to Tampa Bay. All right, there we go. That is it for the break. Thanks again for joining. I really appreciate it. I will post a couple more breaks tomorrow, starting with Marvel. We got a nice 4-box Marvel mixer coming up. I'll also post some Pokemon too. We'll post that up tomorrow, and then also another hockey mixer. There'll be we'll get back to our cheap $20 mixers. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again, guys, for joining. I really appreciate all the support, and I'll talk to you later. All right, peace.